The officer will identify himself to the driver and the reason for the stop. Officers will normally request drivers to stay in their vehicle. The officer will ask for a driver's license and their driver's proof of insurance as required by state law. Officer may or may not return to their vehicle to check the computer or dispatch for the driver's status and determine insurance.
All right. You'll just hang tight here and I'll be right back, all right?
Rights of the citizen. Citizens have a right to stay in their vehicle unless otherwise directed by the officer. Exceptions. Officers see unexpected movements by the driver that appear to be a safety risk. Contraband smell or visible to the officer that leads to the officer to believe that a crime has been committed. Contraband has been located inside the vehicle. Too many people in the vehicle to interact with the driver safely. It is not safe for the driver to remain in the vehicle due to traffic or environmental factors. Citizens should not be delayed for more than a reasonable amount of time. Citizens should expect officers to be professional during the traffic stop. Citizens should expect officers to be aware of their surroundings to keep them safe during a traffic stop. Citizens have a right to refuse officers asking for consent to search their vehicle. Conclusion of traffic stop. Officer will return to the vehicle with a written warning or a citation for the traffic violation. The officer will advise the citizen of their duties in reference to the warning or citation.
Mr. Rodriguez, can I get your telephone number, please?
The driver will be asked to sign the warning or citation. This is not a plea of guilt, but only a promise to appear in court within 14 days.
All right. Ms. Rodriguez, you already received a citation this afternoon for that stop sign back there. It's not a plea of guilty, it's a promise to appear within 14 days in municipal court.
The driver must sign the citation or be subject to arrest. At this time, the traffic stop is completed and the driver is free to leave.
Okay, thank you. We know by watching that video, a lot of our questions were asked. We've tried our best tonight to bring some clarity to some of the questions as far as traffic stops are concerned. Afterwards, the attorneys and the chief and the staff will remain. If you have any questions or you're still unclear about something, feel free to come up and ask questions. Our next workshop is March the 19th, and during that workshop we will address
knowing your rights when the police come to your house. Knowing the rights when the police come to your house, and then also Terry stops on the street, which makes, if you're walking down the street and the police stop you, we'll discuss those two things.
So March 19th, 7 p.m. right here. We hope each of you will come back. Thank you. Yes, sir?
We need 2 hours instead of 1 hour. We just get warmed up and we got to go home.
You guys shut it down. When we start asking the questions, we come to ask.
We're on a time limit. We're on a time limit.
You know what? We love this because most of the time you go to a meeting and people say, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. And then when you say, okay, we're only going to be here 1 hour. If you keep us 1 hour, we'll come and go. But if you detain us all night, we're not coming back. And we want you to keep coming back. But once we dismiss this meeting, law enforcement, they're still here.
It would be nice if we had a portable mic and we won't have to say, I can't hear. Amen. Some of us going to use that for an excuse tonight. We hear what he said. So if you have a microphone and pass it, a portable
Well, we will have a microphone next time, and don't use that as an excuse not to come back.
Thank you all for coming.
I just wanted to say one last thing. I know I don't want to make a live wire, but we talked a lot about what the officers can do. I just want to emphasize as you leave that it is your constitutional right to refuse searches. That was one of the last things Gavin said. Unless you're under arrest and there's probable cause, don't let it just be the guilty people that refuse searches. If they say, okay, I'm about to let you go, but do you mind if I search your car? You can refuse. That is your constitutional right. I would do it, and I don't think you should feel bad about exercising that right.
Right, Chief?